You are now listening to Cryptid Cocktail Party. Creatures, let's meet for a drink. It's a treat. Join us. Join us in the fight. Cryptid Cocktail Party. Cryptid Cocktail Party.
Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Cryptid Cocktail Party, a show where we have a few drinks, share a few laughs, take a dive into the unknown. I'm your host, Dave, joined as always by my wonderful co-host, Sarge. How's it going, Sarge?
Hey, I'm doing good. Dave, do you have any idea how much protein I have to eat?
No, but anything could be a protein shake if you come in it. So I really don't. What's the answer here? What are we looking for?
It's like 140 grams of protein. That is an ungodly amount of food.
That's a lot.
I'm on this new medication. It's helping me lose a bit of the weight and controlling some other things on my body. And I got to tell you, man, it's too much protein. I never thought I'd say that, but I am so sick of it.
Oh, is pooping hard now or something? I feel like that would.
No. It's just so like I've been working out for like 4 years straight.
Okay.
And I don't want to lose all of the muscle I gained while working out.
Okay.
And so I have to eat enough protein to maintain that. And I'm getting to the point where if I see another fucking chicken breast, I'm going to kill someone.
All right. So you're doing good then?
Yeah, doing great. Kicking ass, taking names. Patriots are in the Super Bowl. Can't complain.
Hell yeah. Fucking Pats, dude. Fucking against the
fucking
Hawks.
Pats, kid.
Fucking bro. Bledsoe, dude. Fucking.
Dude, fucking Belichick.
I don't know anyone on the Pats now, so I just go to Bledsoe immediately.
It's Drake May, baby. Drake May.
Sure.
He is the new prodigal son. Not prodigal son. That wouldn't work. He's the new golden boy.
Okay.
After Tom Brady left us to go to Florida like a fucking dick.
Whatever. I heard he's a piece of shit anyways. So.
He is a piece of shit. Yeah. No, I know it I have firsthand accounts of it because I was there when he was a piece of shit in person.
Okay. Well, then there you go. I don't know where to go from here.
I don't want to get sued for defamation, so that's as far as I'm going.
Gotcha. All right. Well, I'm glad you're doing good. I got a very lovely package in the mail the other day from this company called Vine Cult. They do cryptid themed Bloody Mary mixes and like cocktail stuff. So
I'm sorry, Bloody Marys. Sign me the fuck up.
So I got Blood of the Chupacabra Bloody Mary cocktail mix, and then I also got okay, there we go. And then I got Blood of the Cone Reet. I don't know what that is, but I'll drink his blood. I don't give a fuck.
We could do an episode on it.
Yeah, for people that don't know, I'm a huge fan of Bloody Marys. It's like one of my favorite.
I love them.
Yeah, like whenever I go out for breakfast, or even not even breakfast, I'll drink them any time of day. But I always get them. But it comes with like this little one shot for like a Michelada.
Oh,
yeah.
Which is what I'm drinking right now, but I'm drinking the trailer version.
Yeah, so that's what I'm drinking right now. I mixed it with the Gansett. I haven't tried it yet. I was gonna save the inaugural. Sure. Sip for the
that's
show.
the one.
It's been sitting for a minute. I hope it's still good.
I'm sure it's going to be fine.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's good. That's good. I guess the name of that is, I'm going to butcher it. Cerveza Angre. I don't know. She sent me how to say it. I'm just going to play what she sent me. There you go.
Cerveza
Sangre. But it's really good.
I like it.
I can't wait to try the other ones. But yeah, definitely.
Do I get one?
I don't know. Do you?
This is weak sauce, man. No, I'm just kidding. I also got a message. It was in my request folder. So I didn't see it until last night. But I immediately responded with, yes, I'm 100% in.
Oh, so you're going to get one too?
Yeah, I was actually going to tell you about it. Oh, so, well, I don't know if I'm going to get it because she hasn't responded to me or he. I don't know who they are. But I did not get a response. But hopefully They're not like, well, I already talked to Dave, so fuck
Yeah.
you, Saj.
Sucks to suck, nerd.
You know what? It looks really good though, and I love chiladas. So in micheladas, I'm the guy. So I'm in.
Now I gotta go buy some vodka now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. I just don't want to buy a whole bottle of vodka because I'll only drink it for this. And then once these are gone, I won't touch it.
Yeah. Well, that's okay. I'll just keep ordering more of it.
Gotcha. So definitely check out Vine Call. I'll put a link to like their Instagram and stuff in the episode description. But yeah, that was cool. It was pretty cool. It comes in a really cool box. It comes with like a letter and a scroll.
Oh,
Who doesn't love a good scroll, dude? It's really sick. I'll post pictures and stuff of it, but I'm gonna fucking drink this anyway. Sarge, are you ready to dive in to part 2 of weather weapons?
yes. I've been waiting all week for this. There's not a lot going on in my life. And so this is really what I needed.
Gotcha. Well,
I just need a good, stupid conspiracy theory.
well, last week we talked about we covered chemtrails, HAARP, space lasers, and how some people claim that floods and storms are being used to control people, land, elections, all you remember all that stuff.
Yeah, got it.
Yeah, and for those of you who may have missed last week's part 1, or if this is the first episode you're hearing from us, sorry.
Yeah, you should go back and listen to the first one.
Yeah, here's like a little short recap for you guys. Essentially, some people believe that the sky is poisoned, the weather is remote controlled, and Star Wars is real. I think that pretty much sums it up nicely. But if you need,
that's basically the gist of it.
Yeah, if you need more context, just pause this, go listen to part 1, and then come back and listen to this one.
Yeah.
So part 2, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take all those claims and tell you how all of them just completely fall apart the second you apply any sort of physics, logic, or common sense behind them.
Goddamn physics always getting in the way.
Yeah. Why? Because it's fun, and that's what we're here. We're grade A party poopers. That's what we do here. But if you think again, if you don't know what we're talking about, I will give like a brief breakdown for each conspiracy before we start talking shit about.
Okay.
All right. So before we begin in earnest, I mentioned briefly last week the conspiracy that not only can, quote unquote, they control the weather, but they can kind of just make it go away in the form of droughts. And I promised you that I would touch on that this episode. So before we dive into what we covered last week, let's just do that real quick. So the ideas or claims behind droughts being used as a weapon is basically that rain is being intentionally withheld for the same reasons as all other weather weapon conspiracies. But again, those reasons depend on who you're talking to, but a big part of the conspiracy revolves around cloud seeding, which we covered last episode. The belief is that governments or corporations seed clouds everywhere else, stealing the rain before it can reach the drought-stricken area to starve the region, force farmers off their lands, collapse food production, and make property cheaper for developers. This theory shows up a lot in like farming communities during prolonged dry spells. Farmers will accuse those liberal cities because there's because there's one thing cities love, it's rain, especially here when all the fucking rain gutters are filled with trash and it just floods your streets.
Yeah.
So of course we're gonna steal all that from you.
And there's nothing people who actively chose to live in a city want more than flat farmland.
Yeah,
we can't get enough of it.
That's great. States will accuse neighboring states, and countries will even accuse other countries of stealing their weather. For instance, China has been accused on multiple occasions of drying out India, which is true, and you can look that up. Apparently, China does have they're not even secretive about their quote-unquote weather control operations.
Yeah.
In more extreme versions, droughts are used for population control. If you dry out an area long enough, and people will either die or leave on their own. It's a sound conspiracy. I mean, water makes the food grow, food feeds the people. It's a circle of life, very Lion King type shit.
Right.
So whoever can control the rain kind of controls everything. But here's where it kind of falls apart. So
gotcha. Okay.
You can't turn off rain. Like, weather doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
And that's going to be a recurring theme you're going to see throughout this episode. Droughts are the result of a bunch of shit working simultaneously. Ocean temperatures, jet streams, atmospheric pressure systems, all operating on a planetary scale. Now, cloud seeding does exist, like we mentioned in part 1, but it doesn't create rain out of nothing. It only slightly increases the chance in clouds that already exist. And even then, it's super localized and isn't really that reliable. If there's no clouds, there's no rain, seeded or not. Plus, clouds don't obey borders. Like
They don't?
Yeah, there's no passport check for clouds. There's no ice checkpoint for like once moisture is in the atmosphere, it kind of just goes wherever physics decides to take it. And if creating and controlling droughts at scale were possible, it wouldn't be subtle. Like entire regions being dried out on command would require energy, coordination, and precision beyond anything we as humans could pull off. And there would be so much evidence of it that we wouldn't even be able to hide it. Like you would see massive permanent infrastructure designed specifically to alter atmospheric pressure across entire regions. And you're probably thinking like, well, what about HAARP? No. like this would have to be so much bigger. Like think of it this way. Like HAARP is a dive bar venue to whatever this would be's Madison Square Garden.
Okay.
Like, does that make sense?
Okay.
Like the scale of it would have to be so fucking big that you wouldn't be able to deny that that's what it's used for. Like people quote unquote can do with HAARP, if that makes sense.
Okay. So Dave, I'm sorry. What you're saying is the government is not coordinated enough to do something like this?
What's crazy is that you're going to see this. Maybe not. I mean, for any of these to be real, it'd have to be world government type coordination. Like we, as like one country, especially our country, isn't coordinated enough to do anything, let alone create drought so localized that it displaces farmers.
Okay.
All right. Yeah.
You're talking crazy.
I know.
I've been hearing about one world government since the 90s. I know it's real.
I mean, it kind of is, but not in the way that we think it is. Plus, with this, you would see like consistent, repeatable drought patterns that start and stop cleanly. Instead, we see droughts drag on unpredictably for years. And meteorologists across the world would notice they'd be seeing stuff that doesn't match any known weather model.
But they're being silenced by them.
Whoever them is at this point in time.
They're doing it.
Yeah. Plus, this kind of applies to all conspiracies we're going to cover, but there would be leaks in a shit ton of them because there would be too many people involved. I looked it up, and a large scale conspiracy involving 2,500 people would only last 5 years before it got exposed and people started talking. Like the moon landing would have had to involve at minimum 411,000 people, and that would have been exposed in less than 2 years. Like, this theory would need so many people to pull off that you're lucky if it lasts 1 to 2 before people started running their mouths.
I don't want to get super into politics because, frankly, we're all fucking tired of it. But there is no better example of what you just said than the Epstein files.
Sure.
Like a perfect example.
You're going to elaborate?
Well, I mean, here's the thing. All of that information is now public knowledge, right?
I mean, wasn't heavily redacted.
We think we know who's behind the redactions.
Gotcha, yeah.
But just think about it. Like, if there were a giant global ring dedicated to doing horrible things, it would require so many people that eventually the information would get out, which is why Jeffrey Epstein got put in prison, which is why so many people were asking for it. And then suddenly there's victims speaking out. There's a huge tranche of documents that is just available for you to go look at. Like, what blows my mind is that the people who believe these conspiracy theories are just like, no one's going to talk about it because they're worried they might die. And it's like, guy, our country has done so many stupid things that we know about. Like things that are so embarrassing, you wouldn't want to repeat them.
Yeah.
And we did it. So what makes you think that they're like, no, this one, we really can't tell anyone, you guys?
You know, well, first of all, what you're forgetting is that the Epstein files is just a liberal Democratic hoax. Second of all, I've been thinking about the Epstein files a lot. And what blows my mind is that, this is going to sound fucking crazy, is that QAnon and Alex Jones was right. They just got the side wrong.
Yeah, exactly. They were right about the wrong thing. It's like my mom and dad used to say all the time, right church, wrong pew.
Yeah, like it's because like you ever just sit back and think like, are these conspiracy, like what if these conspiracy theorists are right? And then it turned out they kind of were, but
but right about the wildly wrong thing.
Yeah. Oh, it's so good. But yeah, anyway, so
okay, sorry. I just like this is my thing with conspiracy theories. Like I get so turned up because I'm like, dude, we know that the CIA was giving LSD to hookers to give to their Johns literally because they wrote it down, because we're that stupid. Do you really think no one wrote anything down about a big, like, come on.
That sounds like a great time. You're getting a little extra bang for your buck, if you ask me.
or you're killing yourself, which happened a couple of times.
Yeah, whatever. But yeah, so anyway, conspiracies of this size across all the ones we're going to cover today, especially with droughts and like weather control, it wouldn't last very long before people started talking out. And I don't mean like anonymous posts. I'm talking about like full-on whistleblowers globally, from agriculture departments, weather agencies, water authorities, airlines, international climate organizations, just thousands of people all sitting on the same secret. It's not going to last as long as you think it would. And if droughts were a weapon, they would look like it, and we would know pretty quick. All right. So now that we've covered droughts, let's move on to what we initially covered, starting with chemtrails. So as a refresher, the claim is that the long white trails you see behind planes are not condensation, but chemicals being sprayed into the atmosphere, and not by super secret government aircraft, but just regular ass commercial planes. And those chemicals can be anything from mind control agents, population control agents, all the way to bioweapons and climate altering substances. As for their purpose, well, it could be to weaken our immune system, lower fertility, or for our purposes, prepare the atmosphere for weather manipulation. Basically, the shadow organizations behind chemtrails, and you can kind of choose whichever one you want at this point. They seed the sky with whatever magical compound they use, and then they use HAARP to activate it and control it. Does that make sense?
I'm with you.
Yeah, so
I'm on it.
Chemtrails aren't the weapon. It kind of just primes the weapon.
Right.
Here's the thing. So those trails are actually called contrails, which is short for condensation trails. It's just water vapor. It's hot, like moist exhaust from jet engines. It hits extremely cold air while at cruising altitude and freezes into ice crystals.
That's what they want you to think.
Well, that's what it is. Now, whether they disappear quickly or hang around for a bit, it depends on a few conditions like temperature and humidity. High humidity means the condensation sticks around longer and it spreads out, which can create the hazy skies, which these people love to freak out about. And as for the grid patterns that you see sometimes, the ones that the conspiracy theorists like to show as proof of a coordinated attack against the population, that's just flight patterns. Like I'm sure, I'm sure most of you know, like listening, that like air traffic, especially commercial air traffic, follow what are essentially like invisible highways in the sky. So when multiple planes cross through routes at similar altitudes, you're going to get those grid lines. There's no coordination except between our nation's greatest unsung heroes, the flight traffic controllers. And it's just physics and traffic. That's really all it is.
And another thing to think about too, when it comes to this is we actually, when I was getting my undergrad, we studied airlines briefly just to look at profit margins and things like that.
Yeah.
Airplanes make money when people buy tickets to get on the plane. But the thing about planes is that they can't be too heavy or they fall out of the fucking sky.
That doesn't sound right.
In order for an airline to make any sort of money off of a flight, the plane has to be better than like 80% full. They don't even start making money until the plane is about 80% full, because you got fuel costs, you've got to pay the pilots and everybody who gets the plane off the ground. Do you really think that any business in the United States of America is going to be like, no, we're going to leave this incredibly expensive airplane empty so that we can fill it with liquid chemicals that we're going to spray into the atmosphere?
Oh, no, Sarge, you're getting it wrong.
For a government paycheck?
No, sorry, you're getting it all wrong. There are people on the plane. Like, it's not, they don't fill the cabin of the plane with shit. Like, there's a good chance that either one of us have been on a plane while we've been chemtrailing people.
So here's the other problem. People are fucking heavy, but also all of the shit we bring with us also fucking heavy.
I pack pretty light.
Where are you gonna? Okay, you are not. I am a fucking nightmare for an airline. I'd bring at least 2 bags.
Gotcha.
But where are you gonna put the amount of chemicals you would need to make it all the way across the fucking sky? Where do those chemicals go?
I don't know. Why don't you not worry about it? How's that? All right.
Okay, you know what? You solved it. I'm good.
Yeah,
That was all I needed.
Well, do you want to talk logistics?
I do want to talk logistics
Okay.
because fucking help me out.
So for the chemtrail conspiracy to work, here's what you would need. 1, you would need every major airline involved. You would need tens of thousands of pilots knowingly spraying chemicals onto the population below, ground crews loading secret substances onto the plane without anyone knowing. You would need international coordination, and you would need absolutely zero whistleblowers, which again, we've already decided that's not going to happen. And by whistleblowers, I don't mean like a dude on YouTube. I mean pilots, mechanics, engineers, regulators, inspectors, all of them having to keep their mouth shut for pretty much forever. But also, all right, so spraying chemicals from 35,000 feet is just a straight up bad way to affect people on the ground. The wind would disperse most of it, so like the concentration hitting the ground would be uneven and mostly useless by the time anything reached us.
Yeah.
Plus, there would be some pretty hard evidence besides just pictures of the sky.
Yeah.
Like there would be samples, environmental data, like some sort of hard number, but there isn't. I mean, besides what we're already doing to the environment, but that's fine, whatever.
Yeah. No. That's perfectly acceptable.
Yeah. So if chemtrails were supposed to be the delivery system, where does that leave HAARP? Because remember, the claim was that chemtrails prepare the atmosphere so that HAARP, aka the High Frequency Active Auroral Research Program, the research site in Alaska that just looks as ominous as the conspiracy.
It really
surrounding
doesn't look good.
Yeah, so that's supposed to take over once the chemtrails do their job. And it can control a whole bunch of different things, like heat the atmosphere, move pressure systems around, steer hurricanes, trigger earthquakes, fuck with human brainwaves, and depending on the day, it may open some sort of portal or you could talk to aliens. Who knows? Yeah.
Okay, I'm signed up for that. I want that.
You want
talk
that?
to aliens? Yeah.
Well, I don't.
Imagine the shit that aliens could tell us.
Done.
They'd be like, hey, remember all the dumb shit that you guys are doing right now? Well, we did it too. And that's why we all have to live in a spaceship now. Because our whole planet is on fire because we're idiots.
So you're saying the only reason aliens would talk to us is because they're warning us about what they already did to their planet?
I'm like 100% sure if aliens have come to Earth, it's because they broke their planet.
That's a good theory. I don't disagree with it. But yeah, so let's go back to HAARP real quick. So the idea is that HAARP sends massive amounts of electromagnetic energy into the sky, destabilizing the atmosphere, and then just kind of nudges weather systems wherever the operators want them to go. And who are these operators? Well, Sarge, I want you to think of a shadowy organization.
The UN.
Whatever one you're thinking. That's it. That's the one. That's it. Yeah, sure. We'll go with that.
It's always the fucking UN.
Yeah, I mean, it could be any of those things. And just like the believers of all the chemtrail stuff, people that believe the HAARP conspiracy hold the idea that HAARP doesn't just study the upper parts of our atmosphere, it controls it. And if you can control that, you can control everything below it. Climate, storms, and people. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
tracking.
Here's the problem. So HAARP doesn't operate anywhere near where weather actually happens. So weather forms in the troposphere, the absolute bottom of our atmosphere. That's where weather kind of lives. HAARP studies the ionosphere, which is way higher up, like hundreds of miles above the Earth. It's where like the auroras form and radio waves bounce around and shit. Those two layers of our atmosphere don't talk to each other in a way that this conspiracy would be possible.
That makes sense.
Yeah, plus the amount of energy like a single hurricane releases is more than all of the world's power plants combined. Like hurricanes are powered by ocean heat, pressure systems, and the literal rotation of the fucking planet. So
or God, depending on what you believe.
fair. So HAARP's output, how much energy does it put out? It's enough to like slightly disturb a tiny patch of the ionosphere for a very short period of time. Like if HAARP could actually create storms like hurricanes and earthquakes, the amount of energy it would need, like would have decimated Alaska as soon as you tried to turn it on.
The heat signature alone from something producing that much energy would be visible from fucking Mars.
Dude, Alaska would just be fucking gone. Like,
yeah.
all the fucking theories and stuff. Like, people were so afraid about when they turned on the Large Hadron Collider, like all the things that they thought were going to happen. It would have been kind of that, but real. If it had enough energy to do what we're saying it does, like, it would have fucking exploded.
I'll be honest with you. I was pretty young when they did that, and I had a friend who was like a big conspiracy theorist, and he was telling me about it, and he's like, "We don't know what's going to happen. It could open up a black hole that'll swallow the whole planet." So this kid's I thought he was very smart, and so I was like, "Oh no, the end is coming."
Yeah.
And then when nothing happened, I was like, "Is everyone I know a fucking moron?" Like, I'm a moron.
Yeah.
So I know that.
Yeah,
but I'm like, is he just like a level above me on the moron scale? Like, is he just a little bit smarter than I am, but still a moron?
I'm going to go no.
And that's kind of when conspiracy theories all sort of collapsed for me.
Gotcha. It just took that one instance of being like,
that's all I needed. So it's like, wait a minute.
So, yeah. So Alaska would be gone because in reality, HAARP just looks and sounds spooky, and people are scared of science they don't understand. Like, they just hear antenna array shooting energy into the ionosphere and just go, well, that makes sense. That can't be good.
I'm still scared of magnets.
Hey man, how do they work?
I don't know how they work. Is my food safe in the fridge behind all those magnets? I don't know.
Microplastics.
Okay.
But hey, Sarge, speaking of storms, specifically hurricanes, they kind of seem to be like the go-to thing to really like fuck with people. Like,
yeah,
in conspiracy brains, hurricanes are basically like the guided missiles of weather weapons. Now this idea went pretty mainstream after hurricanes Helena and Milton, but it's been around for forever. Anytime like a hurricane suddenly strengthens, changes directions, hovers over one area for just a little too long, or hits right before something important, like say a presidential election. Yeah, the explanation isn't that nature is just unpredictable as fuck. It's weather control. And it's controlled either by HAARP, which again, or some sort of like satellite or classified system the controllers can heat up the ocean with to strengthen a storm, alter pressure systems to redirect them, slow or speed them up, or even create them outright. And once they can control them, you can basically do whatever you want with them. It's fucking, the sky's the limit. Oh, hey, sky's the limit. Literally.
Hey,
yeah.
That's a good one.
Here's the reality, though.
You know what we got to do is we got to make a shirt that says Contrails, the sky's the limit.
I kind of like that. But here's the reality, though, Sarge. Hurricanes are one of the least controllable forces on the fucking earth. Again, it's powered by the oceans and the literal rotation of the fucking planet. No one single piece of technology or even like an entire country or two's worth could touch a hurricane.
So what you're saying is if we shot nuclear missiles into a hurricane, it would not stop them?
No. Not even a little bit.
Someone better tell the president.
No, storms getting stronger isn't some great mystery. When storms pass over very warm ocean water, they get stronger. And wouldn't you know it, the oceans are getting warmer, so storms are going to get stronger and stronger. It's almost like people have been warning us about this for like decades now.
Yeah. I seem to recall hearing something about that in fucking first grade.
Yeah, it's crazy, right? But I mean, who knows?
Like 38 years ago, no big deal.
Yeah. As for them changing direction, well, hurricanes don't follow a straight line. They never have. They move at the whim of surrounding pressure systems. Like, you know that old saying, like, if a butterfly flaps its wings in the rainforest, it can change the weather half a world away. Yeah. That's kind of true with hurricanes. Like, small shifts early on turn into big changes days later. And that's why like a hurricane's forecast is like a cone. It's not like lines. Yeah.
That you can change with a black Sharpie.
Yeah. And again,
you can't do that.
And again, the energy scale to try and control one of these fuckers is not possible. A mature hurricane releases more energy every single day than multiple nuclear bombs. Like, trying to steer one would require resources on a scale that just don't exist.
Right. The butterfly effect. Great scientific theory. Terrible Ashton Kutcher movie.
True. It was fine.
Ethan Suplee, though, it was phenomenal in that film.
I don't remember it that well. I remember
that's because it was bad.
The only thing I remember is like at one point he fucking like slammed his hand down on like one of those like receipt pin things. That's all I remember.
Yeah. I've always had a problem with those things, so that scene really brought it all home.
And then I also remember like him in the womb strangling himself with his own umbilical cord.
Oh, maybe I did forget some of that movie.
Well, I think there's like 2 or 3 endings, I think. And that was one of the alternate endings, was like he fucking strangles himself in the womb with his umbilical cord and kills himself. Makes a lot
of sense. Babies are well known for their sentience in the womb.
Well, because remember when he goes back, he remembers everything.
Yeah, but I feel like a baby's not going to be like, oh, let me grab this rope real
But he's
quick.
not a baby. He's himself in the head of a baby.
I'm still feeling like I would be wildly disoriented inside a womb.
Whatever, dude. So anyway, space lasers, right? Apparently
space lasers.
Yeah, apparently hurricanes weren't scary enough. So conspiracy theorists were like, yeah, well, what if it was lasers and on land?
Maybe,
right?
You know, could be. They made a whole movie about it called Real Genius. Phenomenal film.
I have no idea what that is. So
it's one of the greatest Val Kilmer films ever made. You need to watch it. It is hilarious. It still stands up. The humor still stands up.
That is a crazy sentence to say.
It's got Uncle Rico in it from Napoleon Dynamite.
Okay.
He plays Laszlo, who's a guy who lives in the closet of one of the other guys, and he's got this like crazy fucking lab in the steam tunnels of this. You got to watch the movie. You got to watch it. It's just amazing.
Okay, yeah, we'll get on. Yeah. So anyways, space lasers.
Space lasers.
The idea here is that the really big and really destructive wildfires aren't caused by drought, most likely from a weather weapon, or wind or climate conditions, but are started intentionally by energy weapons, space lasers, satellite beams, or just some sort of high-tech death ray that's parked in our orbit. Who knows? People would claim that the wildfires started too fast. The burn patterns looked unnatural. Some objects will melt while others wouldn't melt, and that certain homes were left standing while others burned down. Therefore, must be lasers. This gotta be it. This theory took off after the 2018 campfires in California, thanks to Muppet turned real girl Marjorie Taylor Greene when she went on Facebook. It started
budding Cyclops Marjorie Taylor Greene
when she went on Facebook and started talking shit about lasers and blue beams of light, and then got even more traction in 2023 when the Hawaii wildfires, with some crazy conspiracies attached to this one.
There's so many.
Like the lasers spared rich neighborhoods and that the color blue kept you safe. It's all dumb, but the truth is,
in the millions of children that are missing, when it turned out there was like one kid missing.
Yeah,
I had a whole conversation with somebody that I actually thought was like normal on TikTok.
No,
the DMs just it was like somebody you could easily diagnose this person with a mental illness if you followed the trail of our conversation. Because it just got crazier and crazier, and every time I presented evidence, they would be like, "That's what they want you to think." Well, I was like, "Oh my god!"
I mean, it is what they want me to think.
And you live in my state. I'm terrified of you.
Oh god. But yeah, so it's all dumb. But the truth is way dumber in the sense that you would have to be dumb to not know that this is the truth. If that makes sense.
Yes. Agreed.
Yeah, wildfires don't burn evenly. It depends on wind direction and speed, the availability of fuel, moisture levels, and if it hits a building, what's the building made out of? Fire won't burn down brick and cement, but it'll fuck up wooden drywall. So a house surviving next to a destroyed one is super common. Plus, ember showers can skip entire blocks and ignite shit down the road and skip some shit in between. And if you have a metal roof, that's even better.
You know why? Dave?
Why?
Because wind is also part of weather and wildly unpredictable.
No.
Yeah. It's almost like they've been foisted by their own petard.
We're just gonna have to agree to disagree, Sarge. All right. Plus, plus satellites don't have the power needed to start large scale fires from space. That would require a lot of energy, and you would see it. It'd be noticed. You'd see a beam of light coming down. Plus, every space tracking system on Earth would notice this.
Yes.
You know? And,
Also true.
and if space lasers were starting fires, like ignition points would be like precise, the patterns would be consistent, and the only evidence for them wouldn't rely on like Twitter screenshots and just like vibes. but more often than not, these fires are started by dry conditions and some asshole throwing a cigarette out the window.
Yeah, or some dickhead trying to cook his SpaghettiOs in the forest for no reason.
Yeah, like there's no weapon, it's just fire doing what fire does. Okay? So, you got any questions, concerns, comments so far? I kind of hammered through these, I feel like, but
No, I mean, here's the thing. It doesn't matter how in-depth or how shallow you go with like explaining and debunking these conspiracy theories, because before you even finished the first sentence, there was somebody out there who had a rebuttal for everything you said.
For sure. I know. You can't talk to them, but I mean, that's fine. I'll talk to them.
I'll listen to them.
Yeah. Okay.
And then later I'll be like, you guys are not going to believe this fucking idiot I just talked to.
I'll humor them and then talk immediate shit.
Yeah,
to
because
anyone.
the things they believe are stupid and unreasonable.
I'm going to turn into a conspiracy theory, but like, you know how they just kind of talk at you for like about whatever? I'm going to be that, but it's going to be me roasting you to someone else. Whether they want to hear it or not, I'm going to be talking shit about you so fucking hard to every unwitting pawn that comes across my fucking way. So now that we've run through droughts, chemtrails, HAARP, and lasers, and why it's literally not possible for any of these things to happen, the question remains, like, why do so many people believe in the whole weather weapon conspiracy? Well, it's the same reason people believe in any conspiracy theory, or at least the reason I think they believe in conspiracies, and that is that they can't handle randomness. Does that make sense? Believing that these disasters were created by whoever with the intent to cause harm to whoever gives them something more, like a hurricane or a fire with no villain or like a motive behind it. It feels pointless and cruel to them. But if someone did it, then you can spin that and it gives like disasters intent, a motive, and a bad guy. Even though they don't all agree on who that bad guy is. But
so they believe that there's some level of control even when it appears to be random chaos.
Yeah, once you have that bad guy, you've got, I don't want to call it, I wrote it down, so I don't want to call it comfort, but like a kind of comfort. Like being angry at someone is easier than feeling helpless.
Right.
All right.
And I think there's another side to it too. I agree with you. I think largely that's why a lot of people, they find comfort in conspiracy theories. But I think there's another piece of it too. I think people really enjoy being on the inside, like having special knowledge.
Yeah, they want to feel smarter than everyone else.
Yeah. You know, when you're the kind of person,
so much dumber than everyone else.
Right. When you're the kind of person who's like, you know, life hasn't gone your way, things aren't great for you, and you know, you haven't figured a lot of stuff out.
Like reading and
yeah. But like when someone comes to you and they're like, oh my gosh, this is what we think is going on, but I'll let you in on a secret. This is what's really going on. That gives you an edge because you're like, look at all these sheep. They don't fucking know what I know.
Yeah.
And honestly, as somebody who loves to debunk conspiracy theories, I feel like I almost fall into that trap too, where I now have the special, you know what I mean?
Yeah. No.
And so I have to like keep reminding myself that as smart as I might be in some things, I'm still the fucking idiot who one time left his keys in the freezer, you know? Like remind yourself periodically that you've done some really tragically stupid things and then think, do I know more than all the scientists on Earth? Probably not.
But also,
probably not.
You didn't make leaving your keys in your freezer your entire personality. So,
chemtrails really are the leaving your keys in the freezer.
Like you can like say that like, yeah, I've done some dumb things, so I got to kind of remember that to stay humble. But again, you didn't make that your whole personality like these people do with their conspiracy theories.
Oh yeah.
Like one of them was a shaman. You know what I mean? Like that dude went whole hog into his conspiracy.
And you know what's funny? He's like gone in the other direction now too.
Yeah.
Wildly anti-Trump.
Well, probably because he was in jail for a minute. I have no idea. But also, it's not like the people who believe in weather weapons only believe in weapons.
No, of course
like,
not. No, conspiracy theories are like Pokemon. They got to collect them all. Like
Yeah.
these people will just keep racking up conspiracy theories. Also, I think the Q shaman really turned against Trump because tariffs made blue paint very expensive. Can't paint his face anymore. He's got to get a second job.
But yeah, like these conspiracy theories, like they already came into this conspiracy with the mindset of no one is telling the truth. So it probably didn't take much convincing from whichever outrage merchant they first heard it from to get them to believe in it. Because once any trust you have in reality is gone, any explanation is possible. Like, and that's that's like the real danger here. Like, no, not secret weather weapons or hurricanes or space lasers. It's what happens when people stop believing in reality and what is real. Because once everything is a lie, anything can then be true.
Yeah.
So,
and I also think we're conditioned from an early age to believe in things whole cloth. Like, who hasn't been raised in a somewhat religious environment? You know, it's a small population of Americans who didn't grow up in a religious household in one way or another, right?
I didn't at all. It was awesome.
Yeah, you're a lucky guy. My kids are growing up in a non-religious environment now, but I grew up in one. And I think, honestly, it taught me not to question things for a long time.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I don't know.
You know, I'd ask my parents questions about things that didn't make sense in the Bible, i.e. a fucking talking donkey. And they're like, well, I'll question God. Yeah. But now I was also the kind of guy who didn't question other dumb shit, like a black hole opening up because two fucking atoms collided.
I forgot that donkey from Shrek was biblically accurate. but
like, and then, you know, you got the school system, you know, teachers are just throwing information at you and they're so under pressure to get you to understand a concept so they can move on to the next one.
Yeah.
That critical thinking really hasn't been pushed. And I'm not saying that every school is teaching kids the wrong thing, but I'm saying, like, we're telling kids when a person in authority tells you something, it's true. But that authority, we don't recognize that authority in everybody. So we meet somebody who's charismatic and seems like they know what they're talking about. We're going to defer to them even when they're a fucking moron.
Yeah. And that's what makes a good grifter.
Exactly. Exactly.
All right, Sarge. But there you have it. That is Weather Weapons Part 2, the debunk, I guess you want to call it.
I love that.
How you feeling? You feeling good?
It gives me life.
Did I miss anything? I don't know if I did. I mean, I feel like
I'm sure there are little things in there that, you know what? Leave a comment. Tell us what we missed on Instagram. Let us know. I would love to know what we missed so that we can talk about that. Because as much as I get mad about conspiracy theories, I still love to learn about them.
Or debunk.
I'm still learning about QAnon, even though, you know, it's fucking nonsense now.
It's nonsense, but also they were right about a lot of things. Just the wrong,
just the wrong guy.
All right, bud. So that's it. That's Weather Weapons Part 2. Thank everyone for listening. And again, if you got any rebuttals to my debunks or anything, just fucking send us a message, send us an email, crypticcocktail@gmail.com, Instagram, whatever. I don't care.
We want to know if you believe in chemtrails so that we can publicly ridicule you. So please leave your name and address.
Well, I'm not going to dox you, but we will come to your house and make
Laugh
fun
at
of you.
We're gonna be drinking Bloody Marys on your front lawn.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing the opposite of what the Westboro Baptist did. Instead of like protesting your house with mean signs, they're gonna be mean, but it's just gonna be mean specifically at you. It'll be fun. All right, bud. Well, before we sign off, is there anything you want to plug before we
go Pats?
Go Pats. Well, this will be tomorrow, so
either go Pats or son of a bitch. See you next year.
All right. And if you want to follow Sarge, you can find all of his socials on our Instagram at Cryptic Cocktail. You can find us at TikTok Cryptic Cocktail Party.
Plug our friends.
Who?
The Bloody Mary people.
I already did.
Let's do it again. Like a second one.
So, be sure to go follow Vine Cult. Definitely try out their Bloody Mary mixes. The Michelada was really good. I finished it before we even finished this episode, which isn't a long episode. So there you go. Our t-shirts are done pre-order. We finished that. I'm going to get everything tallied up and then send them off to the printers. I think if my math is correct, again, which I don't think it is, but it's close. After the cost of shirts and shipping and all that stuff, I think we raised somewhere between like $2,000 and $3,000 for
That's awesome.
the Defending Our Neighbors Fund. So thank you, everyone, and thank you to everyone involved for making that possible. It's pretty awesome.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, and please be patient. Again, I'm just one person who will be shipping these out, so it's gonna take me, but you'll get them. I promise. With that out of the way, Sarge, you want to say goodbye and I love you to the audience?
Hey, everybody. Goodbye. Fuck ice, and I love you.